Good morning, and welcome back to practice. My name's Cam, and today's morning virtue yoga will bring our awareness towards purposefulness. One of the most powerful virtues is defining a reason for your existence and having purpose in every action that you take. By taking the right actions, we are upholding the larger dharma of the universe. So, take this morning's practice as an opportunity to reflect on your purpose in what you're doing in your life right now. To begin, we're just going to find a comfortable seat, whether that's cross-legged or sitting on your heels. Go ahead and close your eyes, bringing awareness to your breath. Taking this moment to sink into our body, giving ourselves this space, which we don't do often enough. This space is now sacred. Tracing your breath all the way down to the depths of your belly. Relaxing your shoulders down your back. Relaxing your eyelids. Relaxing your jaw, your forehead muscles, and your eyebrows. On your next inhale, sweep your hands all the way up. Bring it home. Hands to heart center. Sweep your hands down and up once again. Grabbing your left wrist with your right hand. Bending over to your right. Breathe a little more into your left lung, expanding your left rib cage if you can. Come back up through the middle. Switch hands, left hand, right wrist, bending over to the left. Breathing into that right lung. Back up through center. Bring it home. Hands to heart center, prayer position, Anjali Mudra. Take a moment here. Landing your left hand on your right thigh, reach your right hand behind you. Seated twist. Gaze can go over your right shoulder. With every inhale, finding a little more length. Exhales, twisting deeper, gently. Still early in the morning. Yoga is such a beautiful practice for life itself, because in yoga, all of your movement is purposeful. By practicing being purposeful on your mat, it will eventually translate into your life, because yoga is the discipline making you the right actor by making the right choices. And what are the right choices? Come back up through center, hands all the way up. Bring it home. Heart center. The right choices, they are in line with your highest self. They are in line with your purpose. And only by shedding these layers, right hand, left thigh, left hand behind you. Inhale for length. Exhale for twist. Only by practicing and shedding these layers that are not you, can you increase your capacity for connection with your highest self. which then allows your purpose to be much more evident. Coming back through center, reaching your hands all the way up. Bring it home one more time. Rolling over hands and knees. Finding your tabletop. Shoulders over wrists. Hips over knees. On an inhale, drop your belly, arc the heart forward. Exhale, cat pose. Arch the spine, tuck the tailbone, push out of the palms. And flow with your breath during these cat and cows, warming up the spine. Slowing down the movement. Linking it to your breath brings purpose to what you're doing. Next time you come through the middle, land in your tabletop. Go ahead and step your hands back about 1 hand length closer to your knees. And just clockwise rolling your shoulders around, opening up your wrists for 3 cycles. When you get through the 3rd, go counterclockwise. Back through middle. Sit back on your heels. Interlace your fingers. Roll out your wrists. Go the other way. Flip your palms towards the front of the room. Inhaling them towards the ceiling. Hinge forward. Release your fingers. Take a child's pose. From here you can roll out your forehead from left to right, gently massaging your eyebrow line. Take stillness. Pull yourself forward into a tabletop, tuck your toes under, send your hips up high for your first downward facing dog of the day. From here we can walk out our dog, sinking 1 heel at a time. Head is heavy, neck is relaxed. Take stillness in your down dog. Ripple forward into a plank. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Send your hips up high, downward facing dog. Ripple forward plank. Pushing out of your upper back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down dog. One more. Ripple forward plank. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Send your hips up high, downward facing dog. Take a breath. On your next inhale, right heel reaches up to the sky, three-legged dog. Bend your right knee, stack your right hip over your left. Straighten your right leg. Exhale, right knee to nose. Land your right foot in between your hands. Gently lower your left knee. Take an inhale, low lunge. Exhale, hands go back down. Charge up your back leg. Reach your right hand up. Grounded twist. Right hand comes back down to the mat. Kick your right heel all the way back up to the sky. Bend your right knee. Stack your right hip. Straighten out your right leg. Shift your weight forward. 3-point plank. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Chaturanga, upward facing dog. Both feet on the mat. Downward facing dog. Take a moment to breathe through that sequence that we just experienced together. Inhale your left heel up to the sky. Bend your left knee. Stack your left hip over your right. Straighten out your left leg. Exhale, left knee to nose. Land your left foot in between your hands. Lower down your right knee. Inhale, low lunge. Only for transition. Hands go back down. Charge up your back leg. Firmly pressing your right hand into the mat. Reach your left hand. Grounded twist. Left hand comes back down to the mat. Kick your left heel up to the sky. Bend your left knee. Stack your left hip. Straighten out your left leg. Ripple forward, 3-point plank. Lower down halfway. Take your flow. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Walk, step, or hop your feet towards the front of the mat. Fold, Uttanasana. Halfway lift, flat back. Fold. Slight bend in the knees, reach your hands all the way up. Bring it home. Hands to heart center. Taking a moment to breathe. Recentering ourselves. Appreciating the purpose in our movement. We move every day in our lives, buzzing around our cities, countries, this planet. Are you moving unconsciously, or do you have purpose behind every act you make? Controlling the exhalation in order to relax our heart rate. Especially when under stress. Sweep your hands down and up. Hinge at your hips, fold.
Halfway lift. Fold. Step back, plank. Hold your plank. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shift your weight forward, lower down halfway. Take your flow. Or bypass the flow at any time. They can start to add up, and they are always optional. From your downward dog, inhale your right heel up to the sky. Bend your right knee, stack your right hip. Right knee is the highest point on your body. Extend your right leg. Exhale, right knee to nose. Land your right foot in between your hands, controlling the ascension. High lunge. Twisting open towards the right. And sweeping your hand down and up, coming back through high lunge. Taking 2 more rounds like so. Holding your high lunge. Twisting open on your left foot, opening into Warrior 2. Warrior 2, rooting to rise, squeezing our feet energetically together. Extending your arms out wide. Shoulders are relaxed down the body. Lats are engaged. Core is engaged. Inner thighs pulling your legs together. Hold the pose. Sweep your left hand down and up to meet your right, back in your high lunge. Melt your hands back down to your mat. Kicking off for an L shape, and then standing splits. So sending your left heel as high as you possibly can. Bring in your left foot to meet your right. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Step back. Plank. Send your hips up high, downward facing dog. Inhale your left heel up to the sky. Bend your left knee. Stack your left hip over your right. Extending your left leg. Exhale, left knee to nose. Land your left foot in between your hands. Controlling the ascension. Every movement is a posture. How much purpose can you bring to your movement? Holding your high lunge. Twisting open to the left. Sweep your left hand down and up to meet your right. 2 more. 1 more now. Hold your high lunge. Swivel on your right foot, opening up into a Warrior 2. Again, rooted through our feet, inner thighs pulling together. Shoulders are down our back, lats are engaged. Gaze goes over our left fingers. Sweep your right hand down and up. Coming through high lunge. Melt your hands down. Kick off L shape into standing splits. reaching your right heel towards the sky as much as you can. Evidently, I don't split very well yet, but we are all just here practicing. The purpose is to find your fullest expression. The purpose is not laid out for you as the full posture. It's whatever your fullest expression of the posture is. That's what matters. Right foot meets left. Fold. Halfway lift, flat back as if you were looking over a cliff. Fold. Halfway lift. Fold. Slight bend at the knees, reach your hands all the way up. Hands come through heart center. This time, rooting through our left foot, we're going to drive up our right knee. Crossing our right foot over our left thigh, sitting into a figure 4, standing figure 4. Stretching out that right glute, right hip. Inhaling back up, right knee stays high. Lowering your right foot down. Rooting our right foot down this time. Driving up our left knee. Locking our left ankle over our right thigh. Sitting down into your figure 4. While balancing on one leg. Flexing your left toes as a reminder, keeping your knee protected. Coming back up through center, left knee is high. Lower down your left foot. Sweep your hands down and up. Hinge at your hips, fold forward. Halfway lift, fold. Step back, high plank. This time bringing our big toes to touch, rotating onto our outside of our right foot. Left hand goes up high, side plank. If you would like to intensify, left foot goes up high as well. Left foot comes back down. Left hand on the mat. Pivot, swivel onto the other side. Fully on your left, outside edge of your left foot now. Right hand goes high. Right foot goes up. If you would like to intensify, right foot comes back down. Right hand goes to the mat. Ripple forward, take your flow. Lowering down onto our knees in a child's pose. Pulling ourselves back up through tabletop. Sweeping our feet around. Landing on our butt. From here, legs can go out long. Keeping your pelvis upright as possible. Reach your hands up. Seated forward fold. Landing your hands not necessarily as high, as far as you can, but where can you land your hands? Keep your pelvis upright, fully stretching your hamstrings, and hold for a longer period of time. Walking your upper body back up through center. Bringing your bottom of your feet to touch. To butterfly. Elbows pushing down on your thighs. Pelvis is upright, back is as straight as possible. Breathing into the depths of our belly. You stretch out your inner thighs. Releasing your stretch. Bring your knees back up through center. Rolling down onto our back. Hugging your knees in tight. You can rock from left to right, massaging out your low back. Give yourself a big squeeze. And then release into your Shavasana, corpse pose, arms, feet spread out wide. Limbs are heavy. Shoulders are relaxed down your back. Eyes are relaxed. Letting go of your conscious breath. As we close our practice together, I will leave you with the Virtue Project's definition of purposefulness. Purposefulness is being aware that each of us is here for a reason. We value our lives by discovering the part we are uniquely meant to play. We discern our intention and focus on it mindfully. We visualize it happening. We set goals and achieve them step by step, resisting distractions. We give each task single-minded concentration and excellence. We invest our full enthusiasm into even the simplest job. In the flow of our lives, there are many turns and unexpected events. Within it all, there are lessons to be learned and gifts to be received. Purposefulness is trusting the journey. You can continue to lay in your Shavasana for as long as you need. But for now, I thank you so much for practicing with us this morning. Namaste.